You have tuned into NCC News TeXas and abroad here on Facebook. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any news in your area that you think is newsworthy, please send us the source link and destination of the story. We broadcast out of Southeast Texas, but we cover North, South, East and West Texas as well as surrounding areas. If you want to hear about the areas that you are in, let us know what your city and state is. We look forward to hearing from you. Our photojournalist is DT Collins, who has worked for or created content for television, radio and print production with over 20 years of experience. Don't forget to subscribe to NCC News TeXas. We are sponsored by NeBOE Connection and Affiliates. We are NCC News TeXas and abroad.
You are watching NCC News. Before your week gets started, if you would like to see more of your community on our news broadcast, email us with your city, state and county. We can let you know what's going on in your area. This news broadcast is based out of Texas and produced by DT Collins, our multimedia photojournalist. Now, stay tuned for NCC News TeXas and abroad.
Tune in and watch each episode as we spread the news in your area. If you have news that you want aired here on NCC News TeXas, send it to us. NeBOEmarketing@yahoo.com. We want to keep you informed through each broadcast.
Prison fights. 2 killed, more than 30 injured at Oklahoma prison after group disturbance. A spokesperson for the Corrections Department said the group disturbance occurred after an operational error. 2 inmates were killed and more than 30 others were injured in a massive brawl at an Oklahoma prison, leading to a lockdown, a pause in visitations and renewed calls for reforms aimed at curbing violence in the state's prisons. The fight broke out Friday at the Lawton Correction and Rehabilitation Center, a privately managed prison about 90 miles southwest of Oklahoma City Prison. We had a group disturbance at LCRF which resulted in multiple inmates injured and 2 deaths, Corrections Department spokesperson Kay Thompson said in an email to the Oklahoman, part of the USA Today network. It's unknown at this time how many had minor injuries that were treated at the facility. The incident, which is currently being investigated by the Corrections Department's Inspector General, occurred after an operational error, Thompson said, without providing more information. She added that visitation at the facility was canceled through the weekend. Emily Barnes, founder of criminal justice advocacy group Hooked on Justice, said the incident involved 2 gangs who were supposed to have been kept separate. She said one of the gangs was led into the yard, which started the fight. Barnes said she was first notified by inmates the facility was on lockdown on Friday evening. She said inmates didn't eat until about 1 a.m. This is considered a mini riot because it was more than 30 people involved and more than 30 people hurt, Barnes said before rebuking the state's Department of Corrections. Doc is letting this stuff go on, and something needs to be done. Thompson, the spokesperson, said the Corrections Department's operations team is working closely with the GEO Group, a security company that operates prisons, to understand how Friday's fight occurred and what corrective actions need to be taken. ODOC is always concerned for the health and safety of those in our care and those incarcerated in contracted facilities. The GEO Group said they were aware of the incident and 1 officer sustained minor injuries. The health and safety of all those in our care has always been our #1 priority, and we have zero tolerance for any acts of violence.
If you are pulled over by the police while driving, it's important to remain calm and follow some general guidelines to ensure a safe and smooth interaction with law enforcement. Here are some steps you should consider taking when pulled over by the police. 1. Pull over safely. When you see the police car's lights flashing behind you, slow down and find a safe place to pull over. Use your turn signal to indicate your intention to pull over. 2. Stay inside your vehicle. Remain inside your vehicle unless asked to step out by the officer. Keep your hands visible on the steering wheel, and avoid making sudden movements. 3. Be polite and respectful. When the officer approaches your vehicle, be polite, respectful, and cooperative. Follow the officer's instructions and provide requested documents such as your driver's license, registration, and insurance. 4. Communicate clearly. Answer the officer's questions clearly and truthfully. If you need to reach for something in the glove compartment or elsewhere, inform the officer of your actions before doing so. 5. Avoid confrontations. Stay calm and composed during the interaction. Avoid arguing, making excuses, or becoming confrontational with the officer. If you disagree with the officer's actions, you can address the issue through proper channels later. 6. Know your rights. You have the right to remain silent and the right to refuse a search of your vehicle. If you choose to exercise these rights, do so respectfully and calmly. 7. Follow instructions. If the officer issues a citation or ticket, accept it peacefully. You can contest the ticket in court if you believe it was unjust. 8. Stay safe. If you feel unsafe or uncomfortable during the interaction, you can take note of the officer's name, badge number, and patrol car number. You can also ask for a supervisor to be present. Remember that the goal of the interaction is to ensure everyone's safety and to address any potential violations of the law. Following these guidelines can help make the interaction with law enforcement as smooth and safe as possible. All La Mexicana. Fresh all the time. 180 North 11th Street, Beaumont, Texas. Located inside of Fueley's. Fueley's Exxon Auto Plaza. 409-600-0612.
We offer breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday. Fueley's offer competitive gas prices and open 24 hours per day, Sunday through Saturday.
Residents north of Interstate 10 in the city of Orange may notice discolorations in their water over the coming week. The city will begin the calibration of new polymer equipment, which may temporarily affect water color in some areas north of I-10. City officials urge residents who experience discolorations in their water to report their observations to customer service. For any concerns or questions regarding water discolorations, affected residents are advised to contact customer service at 409-883-1081 during regular business hours. For after hours, contact 409-883-1026 and press option 2. This is a developing story. We will update with more if and when we receive more confirmed information.
If you're looking for that good homemade tasting burger, Hamburger Depot is the place to go. Get your choice of not one or two, but get a triple patty burger with cheese. Hamburger Depot originated out of Jasper, Texas, but now can be found at several locations including Beaumont, Texas at 1652 West Cardinal Drive, Beaumont, Texas 77705.
West Orange Cove Consolidated Independent School District administrators are moving forward after voters passed a $72 million bond earlier this month. The bond will allow for upgrades including a new North Early Learning Center to be built behind West Orange Stark Elementary. Building a new North is going to shift the way we do early education with the early childhood, said West Orange Cove CISD Superintendent Dr. Ricky Harris. There will be several upgrades over the upcoming years. We're hoping to be opening the building for August of 2027, said Harris. The district says the facility will not be used as a school, but will be used in a different way. We're not going to sell the building. That's not going to happen. Some community members are concerned about safety and what will become of the old campus. Some fear that the neighborhood will decline. We just don't want to have another building in our area that's going to ruins, said resident Ricky Neal. Neal says he along with his spouse voted for the bond, but wants district leaders to give clear and concise plans. The district also just put a brand new playground in the back, he said. What's going to happen with that, with the playground? The district is set to meet with the architect and construction manager on Monday to map out plans and discuss a schedule, according to Harris. Dr. Harris says the district hears the residents' concerns and says they are not planning to abandon the current facility. We are probably going to use it as a distribution center for shipping and receiving and storage within the district. The bond also includes money to update district-wide air conditioning, technology, buses and more. This is a developing story. We will update with more if and when we receive more confirmed information.
You never know who you can help just by sharing information to your friends and loved ones. As you walk through your neighborhood, that person that you walk by may need to know about Right Choice diabetic supplements. Help them just by getting the information you need. Go to Right Choice Supplements group on Facebook. Ask for the link and join. It's that simple.
We are a family of a few members that see a need in our community concerning diabetes. We are teaming up together to get the word out. We are doing this through our Refer a Friend program. We are working together and we request that you join us today. Let's make a difference. We have 5 supplements and we provide information about them. We offer referrals for 15% off of each product sale plus available business opportunities for those who are interested. We have training videos and ebooks. Are you ready to start? Start now for free. Contact the person that introduced you to Right Choice Supplements. There is a new studio in town called Earplay Entertainment.
This presentation on the importance of teacher tests.
Are you a blues singer looking for that right opportunity and promoter?
You have tuned into NCC News TeXas and abroad here on Facebook. Thank you for joining us today.
Get several different services through Perfected Image Business Center. Certified and qualified in many areas and even produce product through Spotify and Shopify.
This concludes our broadcast. Tune in and watch each episode as we spread the news in your area. If you have news that you want aired here on NCC News TeXas, send it to us. We want to keep you informed through each broadcast. We are NCC News TeXas.